Oh, hi, Christopher. I thought I would show you a video because it's actually a little more advanced than it was before, which is really good because it really does simulate what a microscope, working with a microscope would be like. So first thing, so if you did the animation, you probably already
Welcome.
heard all
Click
that.
here for a
And then
tour.
this is a nice place if you have any questions too. And like if you're stuck at a certain place. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is to turn it on here. And then this is turn this button over here. And then this is the intensity. I think they only have two intensities, 1 and 10. So you can start at 10. You might want to switch back and forth as you go along. And then you can grab any slide. So this is the letter E. So we can start with this. And I think you just drag it, or it kind of half figures out where you want to go. And so now you want to set up the microscope. So you want to make sure that the image is right over the light. So the light is coming up here. And you can make it really bright so you see where it is. And so this is the light coming through, and this is where the light is right here. So we're kind of going to use these knobs here to go back and forth until this is centered here. So, and you have to hold down. Oh, okay, whoops. So it's going back this way and then this way. And then I'm pretty much there. Let me just go back. No, go back. So it's a little bit of, yeah, figuring out exactly where. But not so bad. I think we're a little bit off, but that's okay. And you always want to start on the 4x. So this is your oculars. And we have 4, 10, 40, and 100. And you always want to start off with the 4x. So you're going to switch views. So in order to see the image, you have to click this, switch views. And it's too bright. So we're just going to turn this. This is kind of like a diaphragm, turning it on and off. So we'll just turn it on the lowest. And now we are going to try to focus it. And to focus, so this is the coarse focus, and this is the fine focus. So we want to start with the coarse focus and kind of get it in focus, hopefully. Oh, actually, we also have to adjust the eye. So you can see two circles, and that's because everybody's eye is a little bit different. So we want to just kind of adjust the oculars. Oh, let me switch views and let me see if I can do it this view. No. So it's a little bit of going back and forth. So we're going to see if we can, whoops. Oh, my computer wants to do something. Okay, so yeah, I think it just this way doesn't. So yeah, sometimes they're a little picky. Yeah, so yeah, there, I guess you have to grab this area here. Okay, so now we have one circle, so that's really good. Okay, now we can do the course. So, and that's just holding on here. I can't. Sometimes you probably should do it slowly. Takes a little bit of finagling. There, we saw it. We went too fast. Okay, there it is. Okay, that's good. And so we want to move the E to right in the center, so right around here. So we're just going to move a little bit back and forth. So it takes a little bit of time to get used to. Okay. Yeah, that's good. And then if you want, this one is not that important, but when you look at the cells, then you can, you always want to start on the 4, focus it, and then shift up to the 10 and refocus it again. And then you might have to play around with the light here, depending on what you want. And then don't use the coarse adjustment for this larger objectives. use the finer one, and you can get a little bit better, crisper, although the E doesn't see, you can't really see it very much. Okay, so, and then when you're done with that, you can do the next one. Ooh, put back. The onion root. And do the same thing. So try to get it right there. And then you want to go back to the 4x. So sometimes it's just finding the right mouse movement. Okay. And then, okay, good. Yeah, so this one actually is a little more interesting than the E. And then you can move a little bit back and forth until it's centered. And so it wants you to look at this circle. So we'll try to center on that red circle. It's kind of fun. Yeah, it does feel a little bit more like a microscope, which is really nice. Okay. And then we can go up to 10. See, a little nicer. And here you can adjust it a little bit. And then up to a 40. Yeah, so it's actually really nice. It's a nice program. Oops, and you can go in and out. Okay, I hope that helps. Let me know if that didn't help. Let me know if you didn't get the animation. You probably need a plug-in. Okay. Yeah, no, it took me a minute too because I did update it a little bit. Like, oh. And again, you want to switch views here when you're just setting up the microscope, and then switch when you want to actually look through the microscope. Okay, great. I hope that worked.